unicorn,
In the deep
it's
countryside,
not enough.
where vast golden fields once stretched peacefully across
With
the
populations
horizon,
exploding faster than they
farmers
can
now
be trapped,
face an
the Boer
unstoppable
War may
enemy:
never truly end.
wild boars. These beasts are not just intruders.
So the question becomes,
They are
how
destroyers
far
of
will
crops,
farmers...
turning fertile farmland into wastelands overnight.
Wild boars are
Every
rewriting
night
the
they
rules of
emerge
farming
from
in
dark
America.
forests, tearing through fields of corn and wheat, devouring everything in sight.
Each net
It is a
drop
battle
is
of
more than
survival,
just a capture.
a war between man
It's a
and
small
nature.
victory in a
Though
war
it
that
may
may
seem
never be
harsh,
won.
we have no
And maybe
choice
that's the
but to
real story
defend
here.
our land.
Not
The
about
mission
killing
is clear.
pigs, but about how
Eliminate
humans
the threat,
battle nature
restore
when
balance,
it fights back
and
harder than we
protect
ever
the farmer
expected.
whose livelihoods depend on these crops. As the sun sets and dusk paints the sky in fiery orange,
Would you call
the
this
hunt
smart
begins.
pest control?
The air
Or a
turns
cruel
cold,
spectacle?
and silence takes over the countryside. My loyal hunting dogs move ahead, noses low to the ground, tracing the faint scent of the enemy. Suddenly, they break into a run. Their barks echo across the valley.
Wild
Boars
boars are
near.
cunning.
Out of the
They
shadows,
can
a
recognize
massive
human
wild
scents,
boar
avoid
charges
traditional
forward,
cage traps,
tusks glinting
and
in
even
the last
teach each
light
other
of day.
survival skills.
The dogs surround it, their coordinated movements perfected through
Farmers
years
call
of
them
training. I
four-legged
steady my
masterminds.
rifle, breathing deeply as I line up the shot. One pull of the trigger, and the echo rolls through the valley.
That's
The boar drops instantly.
motion detectors
It's a
and
clean
facial
shot.
recognition for pigs.
One less destroyer in the fields. But the night is far from over. Another growl emerges from
But
the
then
darkness,
came the nets.
followed by the crashing of branches. These animals are smart, aggressive, and fast. Reloading quickly, I move through the wheat, guided by moonlight. A pair of glowing
Picture
eyes
this.
appear between the stalks.
A group of boars
Another
rooting
shot.
around bait in the dark.
Another giant forest.
Overhead, a
the land
giant
grows
net
quiet,
rigged to
yet
poles
the
and
adrenaline
weighted with
rush never
steel.
fades. Each hunt requires focus, patience, and respect for nature's power. By morning, the horizon glows again with the promise of peace. The fields stand still, silent witnesses to the night's battle. The farmers can rest easy, at least for now. Each spent cartridge tells a story of struggle and courage. Each victory a reminder that protecting this land is more than a duty. It's a way of life. But the mission doesn't end here. The wild boars always return, driven by hunger and
night
instinct.
vision cameras.
The next afternoon,
When the last
I
pig steps
receive
inside
word
the
of
circle,
more movement near
boom,
the cattle pens.
with a single
the
click,
herd is getting
the
bolder.
net slams down.
Alongside my team, I move into the hills, the wind carrying the smell of danger.
Dozens of
The
wild
first
boars
sighting
thrash
comes
and
quickly.
squeal,
A huge
trapped under
boar
a heavy
tearing
mesh
through
they can't
tall
outrun
grass.
or outmuscle.
My rifle rises, finger steady on the trigger. The shot lands true. The animal stumbles but charges again. defiant to
motion
its last
detectors
breath.
and facial
Another
recognition
shot
for
ends the
pigs.
pursuit. Standing over the fallen beast, I can't help but feel both respect and relief. The tusks are long and sharp, the body immense. Proof of its strength.
Yes,
and
really.
the reason we must
Confirm
never
the
lower
number
our
of
guard.
animals inside before triggering
As the
the trap.
seasons change, the cold sets in. Snow blankets the ground, and tracking becomes both easier and deadlier. The wild boars, desperate for food,
The nets are massive,
venture closer
capable
to
of holding
human
20 to 50
settlements.
hogs at
Their
once.
tracks, deep, powerful imprints, lead us straight to them. Every
Each
step
catch
forward
reduces
is a
pressure
test
on
of
farmland.
endurance.
But
Through the
more
scope,
importantly,
the
it
snow
stops the
explodes as
survivors
each
from
shot
teaching others how to
lands.
escape.
The white silence shattered by the crack of the rifle. My dogs
This war
chase
is
one
fought
through
with
the
patience,
frost, relentless
technology,
and
and
fearless.
tactics
A
worthy
clean
of a
shot
battlefield.
finishes it. The air is sharp, my breath visible in the cold, but my focus remains unbroken. This is not a sport. This is survival, a duty to protect the land from destruction. When night falls again, the real test begins.
But here's where it gets
the wild
controversial.
boars rule the
What
darkness.
happens after capture?
With night vision scopes and steady rifles, we patrol the edges of the forest. In the green glow
Some
of the
farmers
lens,
euthanize
their
the
eyes
hogs
gleam
on
like
sight.
tiny fires. One by one, we take them down with precise, controlled shots. Each hit saves acres of farmland, each moment of accuracy a victory for the people who live
Others
off
send
this
them to
soil.
processing
It's a
plants where the meat
dangerous,
becomes
exhausting
sausage
mission.
and barbecue.
But quitting is
A
never an option.
multi-million-dollar business of its
By
own.
dawn, peace returns to the fields. The sun rises over the calm landscape.
Animal
its
rights
rays
groups
touching the
argue
ground
it's
we
cruel.
fought to protect.
Farmers
Every
argue
successful
they have
hunt
no
means
choice.
safety for another
Either
day.
fight back
Yet
or
deep
watch
inside,
America's
we
farmland
know this
collapse
cycle
under the
will
weight of an
continue.
invasive army.
Man versus wild. Survival versus destruction. The wild boars will come again. And when they do, we'll be ready, armed, alert, and
The
determined
battle
to
isn't
defend
just
our
about
farms,
crops.
our
It's about
homes,
survival,
and our way of
economy,
life.
and
This is
culture.
not just hunting. It's the story of resistance,
Massive
courage,
net
and
traps
connection
aren't the
to
only
land.
strategy.
It's what keeps the spirit of the countryside alive.
Helicopter
From the first
hunts,
crack of
thermal
dawn
snipers,
to the final
and even
shot at
Judas
midnight,
pigs fitted with
every
GPS
hunter who
collars
stands to
are
protect
used
his
to lead
ground
farmers to
is
hidden
part of
sounders.
this endless struggle between chaos and order. We are the guardians of the farm, the defenders of the
Yet
fields,
none of these compare to the
and the
sheer
voice of
efficiency
those
of
who
the
live
nets.
close to
Still,
nature.
experts warn